trending burning question powered by Reva University.
Welcome back to this section of the trending burning question at 8:30 p.m. The Aurangzeb debate refuses to die down. In fact, the face-off is only getting bigger after the poster war in Maharashtra. Now a full-blown political battle has erupted in the state over Aurangzeb ki aulad comment that came in from Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis versus Godse ki aulad, which has come from AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi. Meanwhile, the Uddhav faction accused the BJP of digging up the grave of Mughal Emperor to attract political mileage. But the question is, who's fueling this fire? Here is the report and then I come back to discuss.
The face-off over Aurangzeb is only intensifying. After poster showdown and clashes, it's now a fierce political fight.
महाराष्ट्र में अचानक कुछ जिलों में औरंगजेब की औलादें पैदा हुई है, जो औरंगजेब का फ़ोटो दिखाते हैं, औरंगजेब का स्टेटस रखते हैं और इसके कारण एक दुर्भावना समाज में पैदा हो रही है और इसके कारण एक तनाव भी निर्माण हो रहा है। सवाल ये उठता है कि अचानक इतने औरंगजेब के औलादें कहाँ से पैदा हुई, इसके पीछे कौन है, इसका असली मालिक कौन है, ये भी हम ढूंढ के निकालेंगे।
महाराष्ट्र के होम मिनिस्टर देवेंद्र फडणवीस बोले ये औरंगजेब की औलाद। अच्छा, आपको पूरे मालूम कौन किसकी औलाद है? आपको मालूम? मेरे को नहीं मालूम था, इतने एक्सपर्ट है आप। तो फिर ये गोडसे की औलाद कौन है बोलो हमको? ये आपटे की औलाद कौन है हमको बोलो?
BJP leader Nitesh Rane called Pawar Aurangzeb's reincarnation. Retaliating the same, the NCP staged protest over the comparison. Sharad Pawar also allegedly received threats.
पवार साहब के नाम से आज मेरे व्हाट्सएप पे ये मैसेज आया है। उनको एक धमकी दी गई है, एक वेबसाइट से दी गई है और वैसी ही धमकी और भी इस रिलेटेड जो अकाउंट्स है इस पे आई है कि ऐसी जो हरकतें हो रही है ये गंदी घटिया राजनीति है और ये कहाँ भी रुकना चाहिए।
And the question is, who is fueling the Aurangzeb fire? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Welcome back, viewers. If you are wondering why this has suddenly erupted, even we are, and that's what we would try to understand. Joining me to discuss, Nikhil Jain, advocate live from Delhi, leans towards the Congress party. Atikur Rahman, Islamic scholar, joins us live from Mumbai. And I would want to begin with Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP. He's joining us live from Mumbai, and there is a reason why I want to begin with you, Tuhin. It's your government there. You should be knowing who's behind this, why this has suddenly appeared out of the blue and creating a law and order situation in Maharashtra where your government is there and your party is in power.
Well, good evening, Abhishek. Good evening, everybody. The fact is jihadis are creating problems world over, and Maharashtra cannot be absolutely immune to it. Because there is heavy indoctrination which is going on in different parts of the world and different parts of the country. But we will respond to it in a manner that they think 1,000 times before doing something like this again. The difference between Shivaji Chhatrapati Maharaj and Aurangzeb is the difference between India and Pakistan. And anybody in his right state of mind cannot endorse Aurangzeb, because endorsing Aurangzeb is equivalent to endorsing a jihadi mentality. The ruler for 49 years between 1658 to 1707 was responsible for the worst kind of monstrosity, brutality that was unleashed upon the Hindu population and all kinds of atrocities. The problem is that today the scars unleashed by him still remain in the descendants of that Hindu population. And the same applies to Tipu Sultan. If you go to the Kodagu region of Karnataka, there are people who from hearsay, they are aware of the stories of what their ancestors had to go through. So why do we need to glorify such perverts who were responsible for communal tension in the country, who were responsible for monstrosity upon the Hindu population? I think it is about time those doing so, and perhaps the way Asaduddin has jumped into the fray just shows his involvement. But yes, I mean, they got fodder, they got strength from the Aghadi government, because the previous Aghadi government had been extremely soft towards these elements.
Okay, you got your opening comments to him. Though you sort of sidestepped the question that who is behind this, you should have known. But let me take this to Atikur Rahman first. Nikhil, I can see your raised hands. I'll come to you. But there is a binary that Tuhin has posited, which is Aurangzeb versus Shivaji is Pakistan versus India, and that he was a pervert who brutalized a section of society in the country, and he can't be idealized, he can't be idolized. Atikur Rahman, if that be the case, if Aurangzeb is Pakistan and Shivaji is India, why such mass support for that medieval ruler in today's India that we saw in those posters?
Abhishek, I am sorry, this comment by Mr. Tuhin is a very, very juvenile comment, and I do not understand for how long, Abhishek, are we going to ask these questions to either Muslims or the Hindus, whether to glorify a 15th century emperor and create trouble in our own, backyard. These politicians are playing with the emotions of the common people. Are they the historians? Tuhin is not a historian, nor am I have any authority on history. If the government, and Abhishek, mark my words, these are the times wherein it is very important for the government to come out with a historical commission in India and set these things right. Whether glorification of Aurangzeb do really harm the glorification of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Every Muslim I have known, not only in Maharashtra but throughout India, they glorify Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and we also know that Aurangzeb was a despot ruler. He might be a good king, but he was not a good Muslim. How can we call Aurangzeb a good Muslim? Those who are calling him, he killed his own father, his brother. His father was, traumatized and jailed. And not only this, he killed Sufi Sarmad. The people who are eulogizing Aurangzeb should know that he killed one of their own Sufis, Sufi Sarmad. So there is no point. We all know that the BJP is trying to garner the Hindutva votes in the name of Aurangzeb. Please set the things right. Appoint a historical commission.
BJP did not start that, Atikur Rahman.
Who is to be glorified?
You have taken a very reasonable position, and I commend you for that. No, you have taken a very reasonable position. I commend you for that, Atikur Rahman. But BJP has not started it. We saw those posters, and that really gives an idea of the psyche. That gives you an idea of the kind of understanding a section of society has of history. People talk of secularism, and I'll come to you now. Nikhil, if you're really talking about secularism in the present day context, if you're talking about Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb, if you are aware of the history, would you not nuance your position? Would you really not see this waving of Aurangzeb posters as a provocation, as an intent to hurt? The history of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, the history of Sahibzadas, the history of the Mathura Krishna Janmabhoomi temple, the history of the Kashi Vishwanath temple. I mean, would somebody make an attempt to not provoke, not hurt, not scratch the sentiments, Nikhil?
See, that's the point I am also trying to make here, that in Maharashtra it is a BJP-led stolen government. Some people are flashing Aurangzeb posters, some people are creating communal tension, some people are pelting stones on the houses and shops of Muslims. It is all for the BJP to answer. I don't understand why do we sit here and debate an emperor, a monarch, from 3 centuries ago, when right now the country is facing a democratically elected leader who is behaving like a monarch. Let's talk about why the BJP's stolen government in Maharashtra is not able to curtail the Kolhapur violence. Who are these people who are flashing these Aurangzeb posters? If it is something illegal, put them behind bars. See, personally, I don't think Aurangzeb was a good ruler, but whether he was or not, I don't think we can put people behind bars just for flashing his posters. Of course, it is provocative, and if that indeed was their intent, they should be put behind bars. But that's not the case. The point is that the law and order of the state to maintain peace and harmony in the state is a responsibility of the government of the state, which in this case is the BJP. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the problems of the people of Maharashtra. Let's talk about the genocide of Kashmiri Pandits happening today. Why are we so focused on Aurangzeb? I simply don't understand, and I think we are all just simply playing into the BJP's narrative. When we're talking about this ruler from so long ago, and my friend from the BJP is trying to paint it as an India-Pakistan issue. Why do you have to see a Pakistan in everything?
No, Nikhil. By the way, there is a leader called Sanjay Raut. He is firmly in your camp or the Congress's camp, and he is the one who actually said that I am speaking from Sambhaji Nagar, and these people who have waved those posters of Aurangzeb should be going to Pakistan. So it's not Tuhin who started it or Devendra Fadnavis. Maybe Devendra Fadnavis said that, but then he said at least 2 days after Sanjay Raut or at least a day after Sanjay Raut. Tuhin, the charge on you is that.
But see, the Congress Congress has always taken this position that this go to Pakistan narrative is not the way to live in a democracy. I may agree or disagree with the person's view, but I can't straight away say to an Indian citizen that go to Pakistan. Why should he go to Pakistan?
Sanjay Raut is your ally.
Done something illegal. I'll keep him in a jail in India.
Sanjay Raut is your ally.
He may be an ally, but that doesn't mean that the Congress or I have to support him. Abhishek, he may be an ally of the Congress, but that doesn't mean that the Congress...
Understood.
That doesn't mean the Congress has to align with every statement that he says.
Point taken, but the issues that you raised about the BJP, I am taking them to Tuhin. Tuhin, that's essentially what I began with. You see, it's your government there, and are we sort of getting stuck in a binary, which we should not? You see, if you are talking about the community, it's unfortunate that a section of the youth there thinks of Aurangzeb as some kind of ideal. Not talking about APJ Abdul Kalam, whose name replaced Aurangzeb's name on the road in Delhi. Not talking about Abdul Hamid. Not talking about Salim Ali. Not talking about many other heroes that the community has given, and we as a nation and a society are proud of them.
Abhishek, you need to understand that in Maharashtra, such is the regard for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the reverence for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, that by glorifying Aurangzeb, it's an act of treason. You can't. I don't know what Atikur Rahman ji was talking about, but you can't glorify both. Aurangzeb was responsible for unleashing the worst brutality upon Sambhaji Rao. So I don't know where he gets this theory that you can glorify Aurangzeb and Shivaji both. I think the present generation needs to choose its right models, and by choosing a bigot, it is, opening up the wounds which were healing. It is only trying to create fresh wounds, and that is an act of provocation. Again, he was saying we need a historical commission. Why do we need a historical commission? Why do we need a historical commission when he himself is confessing that Aurangzeb was a bad Muslim when he killed his own father?
To stop your polarization.
Don't waste your...
To stop your polarization.
What are you saying? We have always believed in Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. The Muslim, if you go to the households of Muslim population, the standard of living has improved remarkably because of the social welfare schemes of our government in the last 9 years. We never distinguished between a Hindu and Muslim. We never believe in polarization. But yes, if such provocation is unleashed upon us, then
this is beyond that. This is beyond that. Let me take this to Atikur Rahman. He wants to respond to you. Tuhin, you made your point. Nikhil, I'll come to you. Atikur Rahman, before you respond to Tuhin, I just want to add the point I was making. If Aurangzeb is some kind of a Islamic hero or whatever kind of ideal, why not APJ Abdul Kalam in the present context? Why not Salim Ali from Bombay, Natural History Society? Every winter when the birding season happens, I religiously follow Salim Ali's book for whatever number of time I can find time to really go birding. Abdul Hamid, the soldier, who gave his life. I mean, these youngsters, you are talking about a commission, Atikur Rahman, but why not the community take the initiative of educating them about these alternatives as ideals and idols instead of Aurangzeb?
Abhishek, what Tuhin is mentioning, that there shouldn't be any sort of a historical commission. Why I am proposing it is, for how long these politicians will be playing the games in the name of historical figures. As you said, all Muslims basically going to the colleges and universities know the name of APJ Abdul Kalam also and Salim Ali also, but they might not be knowing anything about Aurangzeb. That's why I said the political gimmicks in the name of historical figures can only be stopped when the and we have said the things right, Abhishek. In our days of the university, we used to have day-long seminars eulogizing Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the letters between Shivaji Maharaj and Aurangzeb. And mind you, there is nothing religious in the fight between Aurangzeb or Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. The letters mention only how they are claiming that this land belongs to them. The generals which fought from the side of Shivaji Maharaj were Pathans, and the generals which fought from the side of Aurangzeb were the Rajputs. Where is the religion? Where is Islam? Where is Pakistan and India? Tuhin, please don't play these juvenile games.
Tuhin, are you making a mistake?
Right. You are in government.
No, so
let the historians decide.
Atikur Rahman,
let's play the game.
Let's not twist this. Atikur Rahman, it's not. No. Maybe BJP benefits from giving a religious spin to this, and you also get an escape window if the BJP does that. But Atikur Rahman, I am on this more specific question. Hold on, Tuhin, I'll come to you. I have visited Aurangabad, the then Aurangabad once, Samaji Nagar now, about which, by the way, Congress ally Uddhav Sena is very proud of. And I visited the spot where Aurangzeb's grave is, and I saw for myself the youth there not praying at the Sufi shrine, which is the main shrine in that part of the town. They would go and pray at the grave of Aurangzeb. So there is a section within the community, Atikur Rahman, which sort of idolizes Aurangzeb, and you can accuse BJP of giving a religious spin. But maybe these youth, in the absence of adequate education, perhaps actually idolize Aurangzeb on the lines of religion only, and that's something which has to be tackled.
Abhishek, this is a very minor thing, that since there is a tomb of Aurangzeb at that place, people go in with it, and it is protected by the ASI. Now, is there a restriction that people shouldn't go there?
Okay, but
any Muslims, if he finds a dargah, a tomb,
even Akbar's tomb is protected by ASI, but nobody goes and prays there. Nobody puts a agarbatti there. You see, I have seen that happening at the Aurangzeb grave. That's the problem. Atikur Rahman, you put it now. Why not Akbar? Why not Sulaya Kul be an ideal? Why not Deen Ilahi be an ideal? Why Aurangzeb?
Trying to bring in religion into it. What I am telling you, if there would have been
a
religious
angle, I'm saying those youngsters perhaps are guided by that factor as much as BJP. Let me give it.
Those youngsters do not know anything about Aurangzeb. I am telling you, Aurangzeb cannot be accounted as a Muslim, as he traumatized his own father. And Sufi Sarmad was killed by Aurangzeb.
Tuhin.
Now these lines, if they are communicated to the community,
you think Atikur Rahman is actually giving a very constructive suggestion? You are rejecting it, but isn't it constructive that you have a commission? You look at these aspects of history, and these youth who perhaps might not be aware or maybe being misguided, they are at least taught that Aurangzeb can't be an ideal and an idol. What's wrong with that? If you revisit history, instead of piecemeal manner with every episode leading to a law and order situation, why not do it in one go?
Abhishek, he's pretending to be constructive. He is not constructive. On the one hand, he's saying that, Aurangzeb killed his own father, but let us distinguish over here between his personal brutality towards his family members and the political brutality towards a seizable population at that point of time. Forget rulers. He was responsible for killing lakhs and lakhs of Hindus, and for that, he needs to be held guilty because those killings happened only.
If that be the case, then why not?
Those killings happened only and only on account of religion, for which he can never be pardoned by this man.
He died 320 years ago.
So forget
315 years ago. Who cares about him anymore?
No. The point is, Tuhin. Okay, I have to unfortunately wind down this debate. This is an interesting one. But the reason why it's interesting is that this episode, this trigger, provides us an opportunity, Atikur Rahman and Tuhin, on both the sides, and of course Nikhil. This provides us an opportunity to really revisit if we have made a mistake in creating those ideals, a construct of Jinnah versus Gandhi, whom to pick, between Aurangzeb and Shivaji, whom to pick. I mean, this is something which is part of the nation building construct that should have happened by now, 75 years after independence. Maybe this provides us an opportunity to really revisit that. And I would agree with Atikur Rahman, maybe have a commission and really sort it out once and for all, instead of keep having these kind of law and order situations. Thank you so much, Tuhin, for joining us. Nikhil, I'm really short of time. Thank you so much, and Atikur Rahman as well. Short break on the other side. Debate is back at 9 p.m.